Hello, everybody. Welcome to Body, Mind, and Soul, where your whole health matters. I'm Jemima Godsall, your host, and my co-host Darcy Mata. Beautiful Darcy, hello. And we
Hi.
here bring topics each week surrounding body, mind, and soul issues. I am also an ambassador for Thera Expressions, where they're to mental health matters particularly. Go check them out, theraexpressions.com. They have lots of classes online and also in Casper, Wyoming. If you are there, check them out. They're very wonderful. I learned a lot from them. Anyway, back to us. Yes, anyway. No, I love you, Candice. Anyway, this week we thought we'd jump into, I'm sorry, just before we get started, 100% authentic. This channel is 100% authentic, warts and all. Sometimes we make mistakes. Sometimes we don't look our best. So just we're trying to be authentic. That's really
But
what
you
we
look great today, so that's all that matters.
today. You can show up how there's no excuses how you show up. That's the thing. We're trying to make sure you know that it's okay to show up feeling 10%, as long as you show up within that 10%. You know what I mean? You can show up 100%, etc., etc. And there is a disclaimer down below. Sorry, got to do that. And most importantly, there is a 988 number for mental health or suicide prevention for you or for anyone else to know you're never alone. That's for America. And in the Europe and Australia, there's another 1-800 numbers down there for you. Got that nitty gritty over, my loves. Okay, so today, an easy topic, not. I thought we'd talk about love. Dun, dun, dun. But
Love,
love
love,
is a
love,
beautiful
love.
love. What a beautiful topic, but it's such a loaded topic. So many ways we can go. But today I'd like to talk about the direction of love. If we can all try to come from a place of love, how it takes away the bitterness, how it takes away, there's no spark. It's just that I had something bad to say to someone, and it was like I could come at them going, yeah, but instead I sort of take time and realize that this isn't going to work. So I have to say, this is just not going to work from a place of love. Instead, love for myself, love for moving on, respecting the other person. That's sort of love. There's no spark for them to spark off, and the whole thing is received so differently if we come from a place of love and care and conscious awareness. And I just think imagine how the world would be, because I was just thinking there's not, like, other person can't go, well, at you, because you're not coming from that place. And I know it's hard sometimes to come from a place of love if you are in a head up, it's a maybe an abusive relationship with things. But if you can come from love for yourself, thinking I'm doing this for me, the love for me, to and then to let that person go. It's a loaded topic, I know, but I think I was just thinking, I've been sort of practicing doing that a lot, because it's hard, it's a challenge. You have to, it's a conscious awareness. And the people I surround myself with, Darcy and other people, we do try and come from a place of love, and it's just a really beautiful space to be in. Even when people have something to say to you, a constructive criticism, it's received so much more gently than, like, if they're going, yeah, well, that sucks type thing. And you think, oh, wow. And you can take it, and you can take it into your own heart, and it's up to you how do you receive it. But it's just received so differently. And I think it just makes everything feel so much brighter and lighter and cared about. It's a caring, respectful relationship between you and whoever is going on. And I just think we all need to love on love. So yeah, Darcy, what's your
my take on it? What's my take on it? Well, I have have an issue with the word love in itself, because I think that it's overused or misunderstood a lot, and there's a number of people that don't even relate to the word love. I mean,
True.
I use this in my hypnosis work with clients sometimes. I'll replace the word love with goodness. I read a long time ago this story about a therapist who was working with somebody. It just stuck with me, this story. He was working with this person and he was trying to talk about self-love and et cetera. And finally the person said, look, the word love does not mean a thing to me. My mother used to hit me and say, I did that because I love you. And, this kind of thing. So they were very trained for this word love to be violent, right? And so oftentimes what I'll say to people is, if you want to come from a place of love, there's a lot of ways to do that without focusing on trying to give people a feeling that you don't understand for yourself, right? It's hard sometimes to communicate with somebody from a place of love when you feel animosity towards them, or you're feeling bad about the situation, or you don't know how to communicate. And so sometimes what you could just try is before you go and talk to somebody that you have to say something maybe difficult to, is take a minute to breathe. That's always been close your eyes and visualize that other person covered in a soft pink light. A
Mm-hmm.
soft pink light. Just cover that other person, that other situation in a soft pink light. That soft pink light is a heart center light, but it also
Yeah.
just softens the situation. It softens it. So then you can ask yourself, what do I want to say to this person? And what is it I'm trying to give them and get back from them? So if I'm going to say to you, like maybe I had to talk to you, Jemima, about your behavior.
Not again.
Not again. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I felt like you're, doing something that I felt was destructive or hurtful to me, right? And I didn't know how to talk to you. I would cover you in pink light and I'd ask myself, what do I want out of this conversation with her? Do I want her to take better care of herself? And how does that affect me? Well, if she takes better care of herself, then she's not bringing me this negative energy. So I want to feel better when I'm around her, and I want her to feel better, and then we can have a better friendship. You know what I'm saying? You got to kind of get your idea together so that if you don't relate to the word love, at least you can start
Yeah.
to relate to the idea, have a little emotional intelligence about what you're trying to communicate with other people.
That's so well put, Darcy. Thank you. Yeah, because I didn't even take into account, something so horrible as someone being, I did it because I love you type thing, and that's just, how do you relate, to that sort of thing? How do you relate to the word love? And it's a bit like the word or the God, when people bring God or Jesus into conversation, and it's like some people can't go for that. And if you say angels or guides or whoever your spiritual guide is, it's the same sort of thing. You've got to find that that emotion that fits, or that word that fits for you. But it is
Right.
it can be such a, well, it's because love obviously works for me, but
Right.
also, as you said, love has so many different veins to it. It's like sometimes, I love that bug over there, but then I love my lover. Hugely different. It's hugely different. You know what I mean? I hope so. But
I
it's
hope
just,
so.
but exactly. I think coming from that softness, and from that good place is a great way to see it. And that pink light. I remember you gave me that pink light once when I was having trouble with my ex-husband, and you said put a pink light around him for me to handle it, and it did help. I mean, I was in a bad situation there. It didn't help as much as I think it could now, but I do know it definitely softened it and also protected me from feeling that he could hurt me, kind of thing, because it was the softness around. I think it's because my the way I related to him was a little softer. He couldn't bite back because there was no reason to bite back. That's what changes, and that's the beautiful thing about coming from that softness. I was about to say love, but that softness and that goodness, it really does change the way you bounce off someone, and you are not in a place to be able to spit back. And if you do, then you can sort of walk away from it, I guess. But
Yeah, you can walk
imagine if
away
the
from
world
it. You
was
can
able to.
make, right? Imagine if we could actually take a moment before we start yelling at each other, and if you soften your own energy, right? So when I project that, or I visualize that, and project that pink light onto you, right? Or I project it onto the person that I have, or the situation that I have to deal with. Not only am I changing their energy, I'm changing my energy, obviously,
Yes.
towards them, because it's a heart chakra energy. I'm slowing myself down, I'm breathing, and now I'm giving myself the opportunity to really ask myself, what do I want to achieve here? What do I want to have happen here for both of our highest good? So if that person's behavior is affecting me negatively so much that I'm angry, then I need to be able to soften the whole situation so that I don't go at them from my anger, because that's just going to make them angry. Then we're going to go like that. So I soften my energy, and then I say, what do I want to achieve? What's my highest good here between the two of us? What is it that I need to have happen to feel better? And so all of that energy mix is going to make their response to me much, kinder, much kinder. They won't be on the defensive.
Can't
Hopefully.
be. You can't be. And if they
Yeah.
are, then you know that they will probably walk away and go, "Oh my God!" If they once they think about it, go, "Whoa, I look like an idiot." Then I feel like such an idiot because I just responded to nothing. I had no reason to respond that way.
Yes.
You know, and it's funny when you do take that approach and someone does snap back and they go, you know, why are you yelling at me? It's like I didn't do anything, and they look like I'm not. I've been one to do that. I've responded just out of habit, going, yeah, and then the person's gone, why are you, yo? And I've been going, oh my God, how embarrassing. Like I realize it's habitual, and that's a protective response. But I've got to step back and own my faults there and just go, okay, yeah, there was no reason. There's no spark here to enable me to react like that. And it shifts the whole thing. You know? And you've got to be also, you do.
Yeah, and then once you do shift, then you start to see it. Then you can start to learn the true meaning of love. That love is an energy exchange, you know, and then we start to really understand, oh, wow. So if I shift my energy in this respect, then I can shift it in other ways. And then love becomes more tangible, right? Because it's about an action, and it's about our energy in the world and what the give and receive is. And so we can start to say, well, if I am going to express love to my environment, how am I going to express love to my environment? How can I clean up my environment? And then it becomes a reflection of how are you taking care of your inner environment, your own body. Then you start to find your self-love. So if I want to express love to my environment, I'm going to clean it up and take good care of it. So can I turn that around on my own body? Can I clean it up for my own body and take care of it? Hopefully that will help me get away from, smoking or drinking or staying up all night or whatever destructive behavior I've been playing with is the idea.
That's actually really interesting because I'm finally starting to, after all this work I've done over the last 3 years to heal from my trauma, I'm just starting to open myself up to live community, live people. And because I'm finding that I have the strength to trust again, because I can trust myself, because I'm learning to retrust myself about what is right and what is wrong, what is real and what is not, and to an extent, and trust my instinct, my intuition again, finally, and it's being received in a really beautiful way, and it's very slow and very gentle, but it's a matter of taking. I want to now create the community. How can I create a caring community? Is take care of them, but also have to be working on myself continuously to make sure that I don't drop into my PTSD. I don't go into the psychosis of feeling stalked all the time. It's amazing, and to be able to slowly, gently let that go is very empowering and very loving. It creates that caring environment, that tenderness around this community. It's very rewarding. It's the work. It's the what you want from the outside has to come from the inside. So
right, and what you put out returns to you multiplied. Right, that's good old Louise Hay right there. Louise Hay, what you put out returns to you multiplied. So the more love you use and give, the more you have to give, right? Because the supply is endless and everything's a reflection of you. So if that's the energy that you're putting out, if it's a heart chakra energy, that's also coming back to you, and that's how people respond to you. If you're putting out that victim energy, you're going to, that's what they say is you attract people that will sense that, and they will continue to victimize you because you've got that victim energy going on. And if you're angry, you're going to attract people who are angry, and that kind of thing. Oops, you froze. There you are. You're back.
Am I here still? I'm back. Amazing. Well, I think I like that's creating a pink light, which creates that softness, and that's a sort of love in terms of, especially if things are challenging, it's much more practical way, really, isn't it, too? Because when you think of love coming, if you're fighting, it's hard to use that word love, because in that stage that's the last thing you want. You can't feel that right then, but have that softness around that person or that situation.
Right.
Yeah,
Also,
thank you,
I gotta
Darcy.
say, it really works too if you're going through a breakup and then you just don't want to even hear about the word love. Like, oh, I loved him and
Yeah.
he dumped me, or, she doesn't understand the word love, because we're putting conditions on what love is supposed to look like and act like and be like, and all. So soften the situation, slow yourself down, and ask yourself, what is it that I'm trying to get out of this situation? And what is it that I want to give to this situation?
Mhm.
What I want to
So
give,
wise.
right?
So wise. Thank you.
Maybe. Every,
There you
only when I talk to you. Kidding.
go. Bless you. That's a compliment. Thank you. My love, card to plus. You have a card to plus today?
Okay, what are we going to ask the cards today? What would you like to ask them? We're
I don't
talking
know.
about love, right? Whoa.
Yeah, just whatever comes out. I don't know what to ask.
Okay.
Uh-oh. 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 I love this. That's a good sign. Well, guys, cards always talk to us. They are so spot on. Amazing. That
Okay.
reaction. Come on, don't keep us in the loop. Oh my God. That's so amazing. Okay, Darcy and I were just talking about dolphins before we started class.
No,
that is a
I was telling her a dream I had that
Yeah.
I was swimming with dolphins.
That's
Oh
amazing. Okay,
my
now we
goodness.
know the definition. My God.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
amazing.
That is
Amazing.
so trippy. I'm serious. I've been shuffling the whole time we're talking. So it's not like I pre-pulled it.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
incredible.
When that kind of thing happens, it's like I have goosebumps right now. And most of the time this
Yep.
stuff just goes right, like I go, yeah, that's normal. That's the way it's supposed to be. The cards show you, but I have goosebumps right now. I was
Yes.
just
Yes.
talking to you about that dream. Okay,
Nice.
let's find out. This is from Jamie Sames medicine cards. I don't know how to pronounce
beautiful.
Jamie Sam's and David Carson's medicine cards. There they are.
Beautiful.
I love these. Yeah,
So gorgeous.
I love them. So dolphin speaks to us, and you're going to like this, Jemima, of the breath of life. The only thing that humans cannot go without for more than a few minutes. We can live without water or food, but oxygen is or for a few days rather, but oxygen is the source of our sustenance. Within the breath, we encounter the rhythm of energy that all life emits. In changing the rate or the rhythmic texture of our breath, we can tap into any other life form or creature. This is a very, very easy way to connect with the divine energy coming from the Great Spirit, as well as with our own personal rhythms. Dolphin is the keeper of the sacred breath of life and teaches us how to release emotions through dolphin breath. Dolphin creates rhythms, swimming through the water and breathing before submerging, holding its breath for the duration of underwater travel. As dolphin comes above water again, it blows its breath out in a manner resembling the popping of a cork. We can use the same technique to pull the stopper on our tension and create total relaxation. This is a good exercise to use before entering the silence, right? We were talking about when you want to talk to somebody, breathe, light. So, okay, mana is life force. Mana is present in every atom and is great spirit's essence. Dolphin teaches us how to use life mana through our breath. It revitalizes each cell and organ and breaks the limits and dimensions of physical reality so we may enter the dream time. Ooh.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Dolphin was traveling the oceans one day as Grandmother Moon was weaving the patterns of the tides. Grandmother Moon asked Dolphin to learn her rhythms so that he could open his female side to her silvery light. Dolphin began to swim to the rhythm of her tide weaving and learned to breathe in a new way. As Dolphin continued to use this new rhythm, he entered the dream time. This reality was a new and different place from the seas he had known. Dolphin came to discover underwater cities in the dream time and was given the gift of the primordial tongue. This new language was the sound language and was brought by Spider from the great star nation. Dolphin learned that all communication was pattern and rhythm. So we were talking about communicating, how to communicating with them. And that the new aspect of communication was sound. He carries this original pattern to this day. Dolphin returned to the ocean of the Great Mother and was very sad until Whale came by and told Dolphin that he could return to be a messenger to the Dreamtime dwellers anytime he felt the rhythm and used the breath. Now, you do a lot of breath work, so I think this is just so amazing. Dolphin was given a new job. He became the carrier of messages of our progress. The Dreamtime dwellers were curious about the children of Earth and wanted us to grow to be one with Great Spirit. Dolphin was the link.
Wow.
If Dolphin has appeared for you today, you are to be a link to some solution for the children of the Earth.
Wow.
This can be a time when you are to link with Great Spirit and bring answers to your own questions or to those of others. In addition, this can mean a time of communication with the rhythms of nature. You are put on notice to be mindful of your body rhythms and the pattern of energy being fed to you from the Creator. Imitate Dolphin and ride the waves of laughter, spreading the joy in the world. Breathe and experience mana so freely given. What you give out comes back to you multiplied. Break existing barriers and connect to the dream time. Know that we are all whole in the eyes of the Everlasting One. Ta-da!
Take that, everyone. Jeez.
Take that, everyone. Thanks, Jamie. Right? Love that book. If you know, I have to say to your viewers, if you're having a hard time, getting these books and just pulling a card daily, it gives you so much. It gives you so much. It's a nice.
Thank you, Darcy.
Yeah. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you, Jemima.
Thank you, everyone. Go out there and create softness around everybody you care for. And good luck. And don't forget, take a deep breath. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and go out and be your dolphin out there. Love you, Darcy. See you next time. Peace out. And I've got to get off this thing. Okay, I've got to learn this stopping recording. Bye, everyone.